The Kremlin stated on Friday that the children of two Russian intelligence officers who were among the prisoners freed in a historic prisoner swap were unaware of their nationality until they were being transported to Moscow. Artem and Anna Dultseva, their parents, were two of the 24 inmates exchanged in a convoluted multi-nation agreement that resulted in the release of prominent American convicts and the release of Russian dissidents in exchange. The two were found guilty of spying in Slovenia when they were pretending to be an Argentine couple. On Thursday, they took a plane back from Turkey with their two kids. According to Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov, the boy and girl found out that they were Russian only when the plane took off from Ankara. Peskov said that since they didn't know who Vladimir Putin was and didn't speak Russian, he welcomed them in Spanish on the tarmac. The kids don't speak Russian, so when they came down the plane steps, Putin said, "Buenas noches," according to Peskov. They didn't even know who Putin was when they asked their parents yesterday who was meeting them. Dultseva hugged Putin, who was standing on the red carpet that had been stretched out on the tarmac and clutching bouquets of flowers, after descending the stairs of the jet while choking back her emotions. Putin handed Dultseva and her daughter bouquets and gave her a kiss on the face and shoulder. After giving Dultseva a quick embrace, Putin hugged the other released Russians before they all got off the plane together on the red carpet. The US, Russia, Belarus, and Germany engaged in intricate backroom discussions for years before agreeing to Berlin's main demand, which was Moscow's release of Vadim Krasakov, the Russian assassin who was found guilty. This resulted in Thursday's enormous exchange. 8 individuals, including Krasakov, were returned to Russia in exchange for the release of 16 others who were being detained in Russian custody. The individuals included 2 additional Americans, Wall Street Journal writer Evan Gershkovich and former U.S. Marine Paul Whelan. In a Ljubljana court on Wednesday, Dultseva and Dultseva entered a guilty plea to espionage and were given jail sentences. Dultseva lived underground in Slovenia, pretending to be an IT entrepreneur by the name of Ludwig Gish. He was given a sentence of more than a year and a half in jail after entering a guilty plea. The court deemed this to be comparable to time spent. In addition to being barred from visiting Slovenia for 5 years, he was scheduled to be deported to Russia. Dultseva assumed the identity of Maria Rosa Mayer Munoz and pretended to be an art dealer and gallery owner. Her deportation was also scheduled. Peskov provided some details about the prisoner swap talks between the US and Russia during the call with media, stating that they were mostly handled by the FSB and the CIA. The fate of all our Russians who are held in custody abroad in the United States is a matter of constant concern for all our relevant agencies, which will continue the relevant work. Peskov responded when questioned about additional Russians incarcerated overseas.